So is there a left in the United States? Not much of one. Is the Democratic Party in any way representative of the left? It's not even representative of the traditional liberal establishment. In any other country in Europe, it would be a far-right party. The Democratic Party has worked in tandem with the Republican Party to eviscerate civil liberties, explode our system of mass incarceration, rip down the firewalls between investment and commercial banks, destroy social service programs such as welfare.
Our nation's answer to this great social challenge will no longer be a never-ending cycle of welfare. It will be the dignity, the power, and the ethic of work.
And, of course, mount this relentless campaign against primarily poor people of color by militarizing police in the name of law and order. So, I'm just stunned election cycle after election cycle when self-identified liberals and self-identified members of the left place their hope in the Democratic Party machine, which doesn't even function if you examine it as a political party. It's not a functioning political party. It's corporate money, mass mobilization. People attend conventions or rallies are little more than pawns, certainly have no say in the decisions made by the party. Self-selected candidates.
Thank you all very, very much. Thank you for that amazing welcome.
If you took away all of the dark and corporate money, all of the Democratic leadership, Pelosi, Schumer, Clintons, they wouldn't exist. I mean, they are creations of Wall Street. That's the problem with the Democratic Party, which was really captured by corporate power, primarily during the Clinton administration, began with Tony Coelho, congressman from California, when the Democrats realized that if they took corporate money and did corporate bidding, they would have fundraising parity with the Republicans, which they largely do. In fact, Obama, when he ran in 2008, got more.
One voice can change a room. And if a voice can change a room, it can change a city. And if it can change a city, it can change a state. And if it can change a state, it can change a nation. And if it can change a nation, it can change the world.
The problem with the left is that it is caught up in the same kind of culture wars that the mainstream society is caught up in. It defines political activism as multiculturalism or inclusivity or, look, enlightened corporate America is not against any of this. It just creates more consumers. And I think the failure of the left is that it forgot about the primacy of justice, and in particular economic justice, and focused on what I would call boutique activism, became obsessed with it. You can see it on college campuses. And that not only in no way threatens the corporate state, but in fact is, at least among the more enlightened elements of the corporate state, is embraced because it functions as a species of anti-politics. Political campaigns in the United States revolve primarily around manufactured personalities of political figures and what I would call tangential issues to politics. They are important social issues, but abortion, gay rights, guns. Nobody talks about capitalism.
It's two wings of the same damn bird. And they gotta balance out so they can fly over the earth, imposing the will of the ruling class. The owners, the bankers, do I gotta do the math?
Ballad of the bullet, to vote or to fight. Why it's one way or the other when you fighting for your life? I reserve the right, if that boot is on my neck, utilize any weapon that will ease the distress. It's a mess. Half the U.S. living check to check, working hard, wondering where they time and money went. They're tired, hoping someday to retire after raising sons and daughters, but it's only getting harder. See them wages flatline more than 40 years ago. Around the same time incarceration rates begin to grow. Now the reality show is in